Hi everybody, Indigo Twin here. Hope you've all had a great week after last week and the energies, and we've really been doing our work. And of course, we've got our sacred object that we've been working with. I mean, that's quite important. So I have here the weekly reading beginning the week of the 26th of September. And just like, just take a moment. So this deck, just to explain to you the cartouche, there's 25 cards in the deck. I actually have turned over the card over here, as you can see. Now, you might be familiar with some of these cards. They've actually come up a fair bit. Some of them we've had for the last few weeks. Some of them we've just had in the last week or so in various ways, in various places as well. So what I'll do is I'll just go through them again. But they all, even though the similar cards come up, they all have a different meaning. They're all in a different position. They're all in a different place. Interestingly enough, when I actually lay out the cards, there's no particular format where I lay out these three, then these three, or these three, then these three. I'm actually, after shuffling the deck, I then cut the deck and then I lay out the cards according to what's guided, where I'm guided to put those cards. So sometimes I might lay out this card and I might be guided to lay out this one and then this one and so forth. So they do vary and they do come up in different places. They're quite powerful cards. I love working with them, and there's a lot of energies going on around here, as I can see. So we've really been working on this, and we've got a lot of good astrological energies happening. And that sort of comes up in this reading from what I can see. We're just giving it an overview. One thing to note that we do have that's quite different in the male this week is this crook and flail. Okay, so with the crook and flail, what that denotes is, funny that it should fall in the masculine house. So it's a crossed crook and flail, which is the emblem of the Pharaoh's authority. Okay, so what that's saying to me is that the masculine is actually becoming more self-disciplined. There's more authority within him. It's almost like, when I say authority, it's not like, okay, you have the rock star or the movie star and the followings of all these people. Or you might have a government figure where there's authority attached to that. It's coming into his own authority and his own worldly status on the mission. This is what this card denotes. There is a huge mastery of ego happening here with the masculine. From those energies from last week where he was sort of starting to sort of really work into a lot of things, he's coming to terms with himself. I'll just give a moment for the applause. The feminines are probably going, yay, it's about time, it's about time. He's actually becoming more responsible. He's overcoming life's problems that he's been going through. He is really coming into his soul purpose, really recognizing that there's something going on with him that's bigger than him, that's larger than what he perceives in life. Much larger. Okay, so he's letting down the mask is what I'm getting. He's really letting down the mask. Okay, he's learning now he's starting to get this. He's really starting to get what is actually is going on. He's going, all right, I've got this. I think and I believe that I can actually work with this. And he's happy. he's actually becoming very, there's a feeling of, with the flower, the lotus flower, he's feeling at peace with himself. He's really feeling there's a peace, there's a continuity, there's not a lot to fear. He's taking in this energy, a real calmness about him, really becoming, knowing who he is. And then we get the Cyrus card. This is what was quite prevalent last week in the actual combined, the union. This pioneering sense, he's now looking towards the future. He's understanding this energy more. What is it? We've got, this is the Cyrus again. I won't go into it because we went into it quite a fair bit last week. But this pioneering, this stamina, this whole energy around him of saying, okay, I'm starting to become aware. The universal awareness with himself, the space, the travel, the pioneering, the adventures. He's actually got this real big physical strength within himself. Really just going, okay, I feel good. I feel really good about myself. But it's not it's not about the things that are happening around me. It's not who's giving me attention. It's what I'm feeling within myself. This is the masculine energies that I'm getting. He's really starting to feel within himself. He's just going, yes, I am a divine being. I am here for a purpose. I get this. Or at least I'm starting to get this. There's something more here. It's really quite interesting to sort of go where the masculine is really going. I feel like a real opening, like the lotus flower opens up. I really feel a real opening through the heart chakra of the masculine, really just understanding himself, really understanding. Okay, now if I go opposite to that, and I'll go back, but the feminine here has the buckle of Isis. Now remember, the buckle of Isis is the growth with sacrifice. That means for the feminines, for a time while the masculine is going through this rebirth as such, hold the space. There is growth happening, but you need to sacrifice that growth. In other words, let him be. Let him go through this. Be supportive. It's like you're nurturing this now. You're now carrying this baby in the womb. You're now giving energy to this. Okay? Energy. That's the important key to this. Really give into the energy. Really work on the 5D level. That's your power. Really work that, send out that energy. Encourage that energy, that opening of that lotus. It's beautiful. Now, just to go back here, we have the pyramid. And of course, the pyramid is a symbol of evolution of the soul through time. Okay? You are evolving. You are evolving at this point in time. You are going through an initiation. The preservation, okay? The work that you've been doing, take that. Preserve that. Hold that space. Really, really hold that space for the masculine. Allow him to come into himself. Because what we have coming down here for the feminine is the Ankh. You are the life force. You, feminine energies, hold the key to life, the key to love, the life force. These three together. Hold the space. Hold the energy. It's coming. Things are happening. There's a lot of healing going on. A lot of healing. And this with the Horus card, remember? Horus, the son of Isis and Osiris. the Redeemer, the patron of homes and families. That's about this. This is holding this space. And I know I've just skipped a lot and jumped around a lot today, but that's the dance of the way these cards are coming up to me. That's how this is all flowing at the moment. There is strong, I feel strong healing energies around. You're overcoming obstacles. In fact, it's interesting how this is all lined up of overcoming these obstacles. Going into the air, clearing away the obstacles, the travel, the intellect, everything that's coming here. Strong healing rays are coming out here. I get a real strong sense of strong healing rays happening here. Water sign. Again, we've come up with the water. We had the water and have had them in the masculine, in the feminine. Now it's in the union. The emotions. Fluidity, the sympathy, the just how one reflects in life. Reflecting on what it is we're here for. What are we here for? What is the mission? What are we here for? Keep the eye on the prize. The prize is the mission. Keep that flowing because you are protected. Your union is protected. It's always protected. Anubis is protecting this. Now remember, Anubis actually has a sense of humor. He's kind of like the jester in things. It's a number 9 card. So that is almost like it's suggesting some endings. Hold Anubis. Bring light to the situation. Don't get caught up in deep, deep, deep emotions. Feel your heart energy flow through you. Feel it going into the environment, into sending out that light, sending out those beautiful heart energies. That's what you need to be doing right now. That's the message, the strong message that I get for this week. Really strong. Know that you are protected. A lot of healing is going on with Horus. Now something tells me, I'm getting guided that I should take the next card from this deck. Thoth. The union. Okay, we are awakening. We really are awakening. Now, remember astrologically, Jupiter has come into Leo, whereby we're starting to balance things up. A lot of things are happening, and you may have heard a lot of people say that it is a time for twins to come together. Now, the only way that twins will come together, of course, is with the work, and I can't emphasize that enough. It's actually a really good week. It is really a great week. I feel there is some sort of contact, there is some communication, be it on the 3D level or the 5D, but I do feel there are energies around here. There's a lot actually. Yes, they're telling me. Yes. Yes. Do the work. Continue what you're doing. You've been doing absolutely great. You've been doing wonderful things in the weeks, the months leading up to this, the years even. I know some of you have been going at this for years now, and it's only taken the last short time to really understand this process, to really understand what it is that's going on. Now I'm going to draw one of the Isis cards for us to meditate upon. So I'm going to just shuffle, and I'm going to ask for the guidance of our divine Isis, the mother of Horus, the beloved of Osiris. Please guide us and what it is that we need to be doing this following week. And I have drawn life restored. This is like the scarab. We haven't had the scarab come up in our Cartouche readings of the last month or so. Now, this is a really good practice that I've actually comes up weekly for me. I will warn you, you will need 4 candles and some space and some quiet time where you won't be disturbed, because this is quite a significant practice. This is a really good ritual that I will be giving you now. And it's not something that you should do every day, but bear in mind to hold on to it. It's something that you could do almost on a weekly basis, where at the start of the week that you actually make time to actually work through this, because it really is a very potent ritual. Okay, so I'll read through what it says in the cards first before we actually go to the ritual. Life restored, Priestess of the Phoenix. Now, how significant is that? The phoenix rising from the ashes. I love it. It's such a beautiful twin flame analogy. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. What may appear to be ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying. It will spring back into life at the right time, all in divine timing. Just as the river Nile subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with life force and divine energy. Life force, divine energy, move with innate wisdom. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It might even feel like you are coming back to life after a period of increasing emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual disillusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, practice, business, or relationship, new or old, that is coming to life now. You are guided by Divine Priestess of the Phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold and allow the Phoenix Priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of the light. The past is over. enjoy your rebirth. Now for the ritual, the Priestess of the Phoenix ritual of restoration. Again, as I mentioned, 4 candles, a quiet space where you will not be disturbed, with enough room around you to light your 4 candles in each of the directions, north, south, east, and west. Light the candle placed in the south and say aloud, I give thanks for the protection and healing that has been gifted to me from the Priestess of the Phoenix in unconditional love. I now surrender any fear of being reborn into life now, into the fire belly of the divine goddess of the South. With honor and respect, I release this now. So be it. Breathe in deeply and breathe out fully, exhaling with intention to release any old fear, negativity, toxicity, or death-like energies or attachments that have drained you or kept you locked in old traumas. Perceive Isis as the priestess of the Phoenix, her belly flaming with vast fire, consuming and burning away your respectful offering to her now. Now turn to the west and light the candle. Say aloud, I now call upon the cleansing waters of the divine river goddess of the Nile, the healing priestess of the West. Help me release death and be born into life once more. So be it. Inhale and exhale deeply, perceiving that healing waters wash over you. Now turn to the north and light the candle and say aloud, I now call upon the strengthening and manifesting powers of the priestess of the earth. I gratefully receive your gift of being born into the world of forms now. May my soul take shape and the healing gifts take form in my life. So be it. Inhale and exhale with awareness of your body. Be aware of how you are sitting or standing. Be aware of your spine, your limbs, your face. Close your eyes and feel the life buzzing inside of you. Now when you are ready, open your eyes and turn to the east. Lighting the candle placed there and saying aloud, I now choose to step into life, light and rebirth. The new life is upon me now. Resurrected from the remnants of my past and born anew. I call upon the guardianship of the priestess of new life and the East. I step through the gate now into life restored. So be it. When you are ready, stand and intend to take a step through an inner gateway. This may actually involve you taking one small step, slow and meaningful. This step will represent this inner step into new life. Pause for a moment and enjoy this first step into your new life. Now say the following incantation before you close your ritual. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts, I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, Mother of Divine Perfection. Through your grace, I have resurrection. Now feel the energy. When you are ready, simply extinguish the candles. As I said, it's quite an intense ritual. It should only be done once a week. And definitely it really does tie in to the rest of what the reading is saying. We're letting go of the past. We're letting it go of these ego status. We're coming into light, into love, being protected, our missions being protected. As long as we hold this love, this unconditional love within our hearts. Thank you again for all your beautiful comments and from getting in touch with me. And I know I am catching up with things, so feel free to email me to inquire about any of the other readings that I do that can help. As I mentioned, I do I mentioned about the 2 readings that I do. I also do a short 1 question, which would be literally 3 cards, past, present, future, or it would be a question around feminine, masculine, and union that you need to ask. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now.